Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mattman, and welcome back to another Minecraft. Let's call this a Minecraft overview. I don't know what else to call this. This is a theory. Today is a theory day. I'm sorry for everything that's been kind of slow recently. Um, but yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a short rundown of what's been going on. And that's gonna tie into everything because we're gonna be building something way different um than everything that I've kind of built in the past. If you can recall, I have built a couple of things on this world. Also, uh, uh, it's been a while. It has been a while since I have used shaders uh on this world. In fact, I think the last time I used shaders on this world, I was when I first made a video with my friends using a shader. When we first started this world, and I have not used shaders, I think, ever since. But regardless, we have built this uh, bridge structure in the past. We've built our house in the past, and that is, I'm not gonna lie, pretty much all we've built here. Um, I think this build kind of drained me. Really, it really kind of drained me building all this by myself and doing all the planning for it and all that stuff. But that's also because I had the time. And to tell you the truth, the time I now have is very much limited. So for this reason being, um, I had a plan of building a pirate kind of town here. But then I look over this way and it's like, okay, well, um, the pirate town is kind of over here, except for my house. And that was because I was experimenting with build styles and having fun and trying to build something I've never built before. Likewise, that's going to be what's happening here in this space. I've decided to make this space uh, an airport. Yeah, an airport. You heard that right. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Because one, I'm not familiar with it. And two, I want to be a little bit different. I don't want to recreate something that's over there. Uh, just putting it over here. So I want to do something a little bit fresh, something out of my comfort zone. Again, like I did with my house. And hopefully it will come out to be really fun, really interesting. And hopefully a good time. I do have some resources here. I'm also terraforming this little section right here to make it look a little bit more like a cliffside airport. So hopefully this will be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun to build, get this terraformed, and kind of get this built. It's going to be kind of like, let's see, the runway going this way. So let's see, this is let's just I can't do that. Okay. Sun reference goes down over there. So this has to be south and north. Gosh, that took a lot. We could have just F3'd. And we are facing facing north. Yeah. All right. I can't tell what facing north at one. That's not accurate. I wish I had like a compass, but all I know is I'm facing north. How far north? I do not know. Let's see if it changes. North. Oh, wow. Okay, that's super. Okay, between here is east, -3, 4. No, -1, 3, 4, and west at 1. west at 134. So I literally get from a positive to negative at 180. Pretty much. That's gonna be fun. Okay. I need that for runway number information. Anyway, what else is going to be happening in this video? I do have a lot of resources for this. This is actually going to be our runway, which I might need a whole lot more of. But I'll come later. I think our our runway endpoint is going to be roughly around right here, I think. Let's see here. And how long do I need this? Probably like that big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this would be 12. 12. Let's go one more. Let's go 13. There we go. So this is 13, which means that there is an actual center, so I could have a center line. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to fill this in because I don't need this here. Cool. But yeah. Okay, as I'm going to be clearing this out, I'm going to explain to you something else that has come to my mind. And this is my HermitCraft theory. Now, I've watched many theory videos, and I've been watching a lot recently on theories, and now I have started to make my own theory. And this is particularly pertaining to HermitCraft and what direction they will be going. This is going to be a massive runway. Goodness gracious. All right, but let's get started with the theory. So my theory is that there's this whole bit with the permit office against NoPo and getting people exiled. It is a fun kind of bit, and I'm extremely enjoying it as it's going on. The one thing that has given me a little bit of kind of a thought is how many hermits are going to end up in exile. And the reason why I ask is because it seems like there might be a lot of hermits who are getting close to being on that list of exile. Now, whether or not they will comply with the permit office, that's a different question. But let's just say, for instance, they don't. Let's say, for instance, everybody who, even the ones who are supporting the hermit office, the permit office, my bad, even those people are subject to have permits that they are not using and not providing a shop for. Now, if I remember correctly, Season 7 had this thing where the hermits had to... They had to do this thing where they needed to go to the world border into chunks to unload their previous chunks in order to update their world for a new Minecraft update. This was a long, long time ago. So that being said, it is possible. This is part of my theory. It is possible that they are using this bit as a way to update their world. Now, you could argue that that did not need the spacing between them going to the world border in Season 7 and going 30 million blocks is needed to unload the chunks um, with the addition of 4 hermits between season 10 and season 7, with also the unfortunate loss of Stress Monster and Iskall. That will stay out of the equation. So it seems unlikely that the hermits are using this to update their world. Because hi. Hi. You guys just stay there. I'm gonna go to sleep. Don't look at me that way. You should go away. All right, these guys scaring me. This guy's scaring me. You want something? You want this? Oh gosh. Get some. Ah, that was fun. Okay, where was I? Okay, so my theory is that they aren't using this exile bit to update their world. They can update their world pretty easily, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. And they've been updating it pretty easily ever since season 7 regularly. I think there's been some changes to Minecraft where you can update your chunks relatively easy without having to do what they did in season 7. That being said, what other option is there if all of the hermits get exiled? Now here's a very interesting thing. And here's the theory that kind of strikes me, and this is why it strikes me. Even Cubfan, who is the owner of, like, the boss of the permit office, exiled himself. And they say that it's to maintain order at exile. Now, this could be true, and there could be a lot of great content from it. And I love watching Cubfan's content. And I've been watching more of his content recently. It just seems interesting that Cub exiled himself with no intention of coming back, just to maintain order in exile. Now, here's another thing. That is something, like, that is something Cub would do. Let's be honest. Cub would do that. The thing that strikes me is that because he's there, anything can happen to where more and more hermits are being sent to exile or choosing to be there. Why would that be? Well, the answer to that is that they could possibly just be, like, done with the permits. It could be that they're finally done with the permits and the use of the permits. Even though this whole thing is about permits, they could finally be done with it. And they could potentially finally say, it's time to move on to a better system, because there are new things that are coming out more recent. So they, as we've heard in Minecraft Live, Mojang and the developers are trying to release more content more frequently. And with that, the use of permits, just having to remake more permits every time there's new content released, is a bit of a hassle. and it takes more time for the let's call them the permit office, but Grian and Cub and some of them to do the come out with the permits for those. Especially for me, if I didn't want to do that, I would try to not do that as much as possible, which is what I'm hearing from them. Now again, this could all be wrong and this could all be false. But to me, it just seems weird that with the majority of the permits in not being used, and by that I mean people holding them but not making the shops for them, that will send a majority of the hermits into exile. And that's not a fun trip back. Zombie Cleo made that trip back just recently, and she spent 4 days by horse traveling the nether roof to get back. And she doesn't even, she said herself, plan on staying long because she feels like she will be hunted down and sent back to exile. Along with Joe Hills and Vintage Beef, who are both also a part of the NoPo and would rather see that they are treated fairly with their permits. But Cub, on the other hand, exiled himself just so that he could make sure that they are maintaining rules still. And it cracks me up because they just they want the permit office to be in full control of wherever the hermits are. So, that being said, like, I think it's interesting that Cub will be there in exile, did not plan on coming back, did not set a spawn, he didn't set his bed, he didn't set an ender pearl stasis chamber. He simply just killed himself and went to exile in order to maintain the hierarchy between the permit office and the NoPo / the people who just do not want permits. Man, we're not even like, we're trying to get this runway out to like here, I think, or something like that. This is gonna be a long runway. Anyway, so yeah, that's my theory. Let me know what you think in the comments because I think it's a fun theory. I could all like be so wrong, but I think it's fun to think about like who might be joining them in exile, and if everybody ends up there for whatever reason, why would that be? So let me know what you guys think in the comments on that. It's been so fun to kind of catch up and tell you about like what's going on, and I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. If you did like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I will catch you all in the next time. Also, before I go, hit that little bell. Keep yourself up to date with everything that I have posting. If you do want to see more videos of just me theorizing, or if you just want to see me finish this airport, because I can't wait to finish this airport. This is going to be a modern airport, something that you kind of see in your big cities, but there is no city here unless you want me to build a city. That would be freaking crazy. Don't make me do it. Anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you all again for all the support on my last video, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of this upcoming project and what you guys are thinking in the comments below. And we'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.